Here's how you make some delicious garlic pizza dough ready in 20 minutes, even if you've never made bread before. To kick things off, we need 1 cup of warm water. That means 110 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 2 1/4 teaspoons yeast. Add a teaspoon of sugar. Give it a little scramble. If you're using Active Dry Yeast, you need to give this mixture 5 minutes to kind of wake up and vibe. But if you're using instant yeast, we're gonna go straight to the next step. To a medium-ass bowl, add 2 cups of flour. The recipe actually calls for 2 1/2 cups of flour, but because it's easier to add more flour than to try to take it out, start with 2 and you can always add more. Add a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Add the yeast mixture and 2 tablespoons olive oil. With a spoon or a spatula, give it 20 big stirs. Shaggy dough that smells like heaven. Because she's super moist, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of flour and we're gonna do 20 spatulettes. What is a spatulette, you say? Fear not. It's a scoop and it's a punch, and it's 20 of those. Scoop, punch. It's trying to escape. If you still have some bits and bobs that didn't mix in, that's great. Just dump it all out. This is how easy it is to knead. Palms out, lean forward with your body weight, fold it over, turn it a quarter. You just did one. After 25 kneads, or roughly a minute, she has absorbed all of the bits and bobs. That's why we love her. When in doubt, add 1/2 tablespoon of flour and give it 10 kneads before adding any more. 50 kneads or 2 minutes. 75 kneads or 3 minutes, and it kind of looks like a butt. 100 kneads or roughly 4 minutes. Too much flour makes dough taste kind of like cardboard, and the texture is always going to be a little bit like, could use some water. In terms of how we want this dough to feel, it should feel a tiny bit tacky, but not sticky. It shouldn't be goopy or anything like that. She also should feel pretty stretchy. 125 or 5 minutes. If you don't want to knead anymore, this is a great time to stop. When we press her, she bounces back slowly. She's good to go. I'm just giving her a bonus 25. Here she is after 6 minutes or 150 kneads. If you're using a standing mixer, you're going to use a dough hook. You're going to take 1 to 2 minutes on level 1 or 2 to let the ingredients come together, and then 5 minutes on level 1 to get to the same point we are at with hand kneading. You are all caught up. Last but not least, we're going to pat her, fold. We're going to do that 4 times. We're going to let her rest for 10 minutes before we use her. So just take a little bit of olive oil. Make sure she's got it all over her because we love her. Cover, let rest for 10 minutes. And there she be. She did not double because all we were making sure is that we gave the gluten a second to relax. Now she's ready to be rolled out and used for 1 to 2 pizzas. If you want to use her right away, you'll cook her for 15 to 20 minutes at 375. If you're making the dough the day before, you can let her sit in the refrigerator and then let her warm up for 15-20 minutes before using her. Or you can put her into a Ziploc bag into the freezer for up to 2 months. Take her out about an hour before you want to use her, let her come to room temperature, and then she'll be ready to go.